It was a year the Prophet, peace be upon him, would never forget, a year when his heart felt heavier than ever before. First, his dear uncle Abu Talib passed away. Abu Talib had looked after him since he was a small boy, always protecting him from harm. Even though he didn't become Muslim, he stood by the Prophet when others turned against him. And now, that loving protection was gone. Not long after, something even harder happened. His beloved wife, Khadija radiallahu anha, the woman who had been his greatest comfort, the one who always believed in him, returned to Allah. She had been his home, his safe place, and now that home felt empty. With both of them gone, Mecca felt colder, lonelier. So the Prophet traveled to a city called Taif, hoping its people would listen to the message of Islam. But instead of kindness, he was met with cruelty. They mocked him, they chased him, they threw stones until his feet bled. Tired and hurt, he sat beneath a tree. And there, instead of asking for revenge, he raised his hands and asked Allah for mercy, for strength. What he didn't know was that this painful year, this year of sorrow, was about to lead to something incredible, something that would fill his heart with hope again. One quiet night, while the city of Mecca slept, Angel Jibril, peace be upon him, came to him and said, "Come." Outside was a dazzling white creature, the Burak, swift as lightning. The Prophet climbed on, and in the blink of an eye they flew across deserts and valleys until they reached a beautiful place, Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. Inside, the Prophet found something amazing. All the prophets who had come before him gathered together, and there he led them in prayer. Then the journey went higher, up into the heavens. In the first heaven, he met Adam, peace be upon him, the father of all humans. In others, he met Musa, Jesus, and many more, each greeting him with peace. At last, he reached the Sidrat al-Muntaha, the Lot tree at the farthest point, where no one had ever been before. And there, Allah gave him a special gift for his ummah, the 5 daily prayers, a gift that would connect every believer to Allah every single day. By the end of the night, the Prophet, peace be upon him, was back in Mecca. The streets looked the same, the trials were still waiting, but his heart was stronger. He had seen wonders no one else had seen. He knew that after the hardest trials can come the greatest blessings. And his story reminds us, no matter how dark your days feel, Allah's plan is already unfolding. Sometimes your sorrow is just the beginning of something beautiful. So hold on, because after hardship comes ease.